Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Today via tape delay from the home of the Laurel Highlands High School girls soccer team here at Mustang Field. The Laurel Highlands Mustangs take on the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Hi everybody, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain. We welcome you aboard for tonight's high school girls soccer game. It's also senior night here at Laurel Highlands. They honor the senior members of the girls soccer team. South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. Again, I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupain. We'll be back with the senior night festivities after these messages.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
We're back here at Mustang Field, the Laurel Highlands girls hosting Albert Gallatin senior night for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs girls soccer team. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rosner, for some pregame and senior night festivities.
And now, from the Academy of Fine Arts on the campus of Laurel Highlands High School, under the direction of Mark Santor, assisted by Lauren Stewart, we're proud to present the award-winning Pride of Laurel Highlands, the Mustang Marching Band. Mustang fans, please clap along as the band performs Fight Mustangs. And now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please stand for the singing of our national anthem? The national anthem will be sung tonight by senior band member Bella Leonardo. And now, will you join us as we honor America?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And now we'll turn it over to the voice of the Mustangs, Mr. Barry Rosner, for our senior night activities.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School and Mustang Field, where tonight the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands is hosting the Albert Gallatin Lady Colonials in a girls section soccer game. Before we start our game this evening, ladies and gentlemen, it is senior night here at Laurel Highlands. We ask if you would direct your attention now down to the 50-yard line as we meet our seniors. Our first senior is Maggie Cunningham. Maggie's being escorted by her parents, Trinette and Adam Cunningham. She is a 4-year varsity starter. She's a member of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds ECNL soccer team, the PA West Soccer State Cup champion, 2-time U.S. Regional Soccer champion, and 5-year member of the Pennsylvania Olympic Development Team. Maggie was previously named to the All-County and WPIAL All-Section teams and recently included in the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette list of leading goal scorers. Maggie is a member of SAD, Junior Achievement, National Honor Society, Spanish Club, 4.0 Club, as in currently enrolled in college in the dual enrollment. After graduation, Maggie will attend college and study biology with plans to then attend medical school and become an orthopedic surgeon. Ladies and gentlemen, Maggie Cunningham. Our next senior is Gwyneth Hamilton. Gwyneth is being escorted by her parents, Sarah Lumley and Alec Hamilton. Gwyneth has played soccer for 12 years and also is a member of the Laurel Highlands High School swim team and the Uniontown area YMCA swim team. She is a senior class vice president and is a member of the National Honor Society, SAD, quiz team, and she was a member of this year's Laurel Highlands Homecoming Court. After graduation, Gwyneth plans on earning a bachelor's degree in biology and going on to medical school to become an OB-GYN. Ladies and gentlemen, Gwyneth Hamilton. Our next senior is Amber Ritz. Amber's being escorted by her parents, Jessica and Michael Ritz. Amber has been playing soccer for 5 years. She's also the leader of the Mini Mighty Mustangs. She's a member of the SAD Club and the Laurel Highlands Art Club. After high school, Amber will be attending college to pursue a master's degree in zoology and animal behavior. Ladies and gentlemen, Amber Ritz. Our next senior is Hallie Jamison. Hallie's being escorted by her parents, Robin and Trish Jamison. Hallie's a 3-year varsity player on the Laurel Highlands team. Hallie is a member of the National Honor Society, SAD, Junior Achievement, Interact Club, and Student Government. She was also a member of this year's Laurel Highlands Homecoming Court. After high school, Hallie will attend college to study business. Ladies and gentlemen, Hallie Jamison. Our next senior is Elena Jerome. Elena is being escorted by her parents, Teresa Jerome and Scott Novak. Elena has played soccer for 6 years and has also been a participant in the Pitt Johnstown Soccer ID Camp. Elena is a member of the Art Club and Ski Club. Also, she's on the honor roll and received honors in art. Upon graduation, she will be attending Slippery Rock University to major in recreation therapy and minor in animal-assisted therapy, with the plans of becoming a therapeutic riding instructor therapist. Ladies and gentlemen, Elena Jerome. Our next senior is Taylor Maggart. Taylor's being escorted by her parents, Jamie and Danielle Maggart. Taylor's been playing soccer for 12 years. She's a member of the Junior Achievement, National Honor Society, Interact, Spanish Club, SAD, Mini Mighty Mustangs, and the Laurel Highlands softball team. After graduation, Taylor plans to attend California University of Pennsylvania to major in early childhood education. Ladies and gentlemen, Taylor Maggart. Our next senior is Kristen Marmol. Kristen is being escorted by her parents, Suzanne and Mark Marmol. Kristen's been playing soccer for 4 years on the varsity team. She is also captain of the varsity team. She was a member of the FCYSC Travel Soccer Club and a member of the 2017 All-County Soccer Team. Kristen is also a member of the Spanish Club, SAD, Interact, Penn State 4.0 Club, National Honor Society, Junior Achievement, and also a member of this year's Laurel Highlands Homecoming Court. Upon graduation, Kristen will attend West Virginia University to pursue a degree in nursing. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Marmol. Our next senior is Abby Miller. Abby is being escorted by her parents, Kathy and Keith Miller. Abby is a 4-year varsity starter on the soccer team. She has played soccer for 14 years and has been involved with FCYSC Traveling Soccer and All-County Soccer. Abby also is a member of the National Honor Society, Highest Honor Roll, SAD, Penn State 4.0 Club, the Laurel Highlands Track and Field Team, and Junior Achievement. Upon graduation, Abby will further her education at a 4-year college. Ladies and gentlemen, Abby Miller. Our final senior is Macy Valek. Macy's being escorted by her parents, Amy and Jeff Valek. She has been a member of the varsity soccer team for 4 years. She has been playing soccer for 12. Macy also is a member of SAD, Spanish Club, 4.0 Club, Highest Honor Roll. She's varsity captain this year. She's also a member of the Laurel Highlands Homecoming Court, Junior Achievement, Interact, and Student Government. Upon graduation, Macy will further her education also at a 4-year university. Ladies and gentlemen, Macy Vallick. Congratulating our seniors this evening is our superintendent, Dr. Wallace, our principals, Mr. Diamond and Mrs. Mancini, our school board members, Mr. Lamman and Mrs. Bortz, and Dave, our coaches. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a nice round of applause for these young ladies, congratulating them on their accomplishments here at Laurel Highlands and the soccer team, and wishing them the best of luck in the future.
And the Laurel Highlands High School alma mater.
And before we leave the field, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to now acknowledge the seniors from the Albert Gallatin soccer team. We ask as we name your names, please come out through the middle of the line and stand on the number 50 over there on the sidelines. Riley Stieber. Sarah Petko. Haley Moats. Elena Schaefer. Aubrey Bowers. Haley Miller. Sarah Camp. Jessica Victor. Serena Chapman. Maddie Vinch. And Colin Rowland. Ladies and gentlemen, the seniors from Albert Gallatin, let's have a nice round of applause for them also too, and wishing them the best of luck in their future endeavors.
That'll wrap up our senior night festivities. Stay tuned. The starting lineups and the start of tonight's match on the way next. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin High School girls soccer here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
One of our tunes from halftime, Believer, and to cheer on the Mustangs for a victory tonight. Congratulations, Mustang seniors. Good luck. Here's Believer.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Bond Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
We're back here at Mustang Field. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin High School girls soccer. I'm now going to turn it over to our public address announcer, Barry Rousner, once again for tonight's starting lineups.
And again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the campus of Laurel Highlands Senior High School at Mustang Field, where tonight, again, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs is hosting the Albert Gallatin Colonials in a girls' soccer game. We now ask if you would to direct your attention down to the soccer field as we're going to meet tonight's starting lineups. First of all, for our visitors, the Albert Gallatin Lady Colonials under the head coach of Rick Hansen and assisted by Andy Miles. Here is their starting lineup. A senior, number 29, Maddie Vinch. A senior, number 2, Riley Stieber. A senior, number 19, Sarah Camp. A senior, number 7, Haley Moats. A senior, number 18, Aubrey Bowers. A senior, number 22, Jessica Victor. A senior, number 12, Elena Schaefer. A senior, the goalkeeper, Serena Chapman. A junior, number 3, Rachel Dotson. A junior, number 8, Abigail Sabulski. And a sophomore, number 1, Caitlin Kuklar. And now the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. Under the head coaching of Dave Sahida and assisted by Dave Sahida Jr., here is his starting lineups. A senior, number 26, Amber Ritz. A senior, number 2, Elena Jerome. A senior, number 14, Kristen Marmol. A senior, number 8, Abby Miller. A senior, number 24, Macy Valek. A senior, number 11, Hallie Jameson. A senior, number 32, Maggie Cunningham. A senior, number 18, Taylor Maggart. A senior, the goalkeeper, Gwyneth Hamilton. A junior, number 12, Jillian Verbus. And a junior, number 13, Sydney Chido. And good luck to both teams.
We've already had the national anthem tonight, so we'll be back with the start of tonight's match. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Many people unknowingly have chronic liver disease and discover it during routine blood testing. Possible causes include alcohol, hepatitis C, fatty liver, and iron overload. If left unchecked, this can lead to cirrhosis or severe liver scarring. Offer the latest testing and treatment for chronic liver disease. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Just about set to go here at Mustang Field. Laurel Highlands hosting Albert Gallatin. Laurel Highlands in the home reds, white numbers. Albert Gallatin, the away whites with black numbers. Laurel Highlands entering this match 8-5 overall, 7-3 in conference play. Albert Gallatin still looking for the first win of the season. Laurel Highlands looking for a possible home playoff game. The Mustangs have never hosted a first-round playoff game here at home. They did host a preliminary round game against Gateway a couple of years ago, but Laurel Highlands trying to nail down second place in the conference. The Mustangs enter the night a half game up over Elizabeth Forward for second place in the conference behind Belle Vernon, who's already nailed down the Section 2 3A title. Talking to Laurel Highlands head coach Dave Sahida, he said if the Mustangs and EF end up tied for second place, Laurel Highlands would end up winning the tiebreaker, would go down to goal differential in the head-to-head and end up being most goals scored aggregate in the series. And Laurel Highlands defeated EF 2-1, while EF defeated Laurel Highlands 1-0. So the Mustangs would get the home playoff game. We'll see what transpires. Of course, first the Mustangs have to take care of business here tonight and defeat Albert Gallatin. And the Colonials, as we said, hungry for a win with a little penetration in here from Elena Schaefer. And the ball going over the back line and out for a Laurel Highlands goal kick. The Mustangs in their traditional 4-4-2 today, with all 9 seniors getting the start with it being senior night. Alina Jerome and Taylor Maggart up front. Hallie Jamison, Cindy Chido, Maggie Cunningham, and Kristen Marmol in the midfield. Abby Miller, Jillian Verbus, Macy Valek, and Amber Ritz in the back, with Gwyneth Hamilton in goal for the Mustangs as Maggie Cunningham heads it along there to Taylor Maggart right through the midfield, trying to send it forward, sent back by Caitlin Kuklar. Mustangs, they'll pick up possession again with the reliable Maggie Cunningham trying to break down the near side, and Cunningham unable to keep it in the near boundary with a little pressure there from Kuklar. Ball goes, check that was pressure from Rachel Dotson. Nonetheless, the ball goes out of play and over to AG for a throw-in. Elena Schaefer to take it. We've played 90 seconds. The Mustangs and the Colonials scoreless here tonight. Jillian Verbus on the back line sends it out there for Laurel Highlands. Some rain showers moving into the area. It's been a warm week here in southwestern Pennsylvania. Overnight rain expected. Temperatures expected to drop as well as we head towards the weekend. Elena Schaefer on the toss. Doubleheader back and forth there before the Mustangs sky it high back to the midfield. Jerome trying to track it down, and the ball touched over the near line and out. Sarah Camp, one of the co-captains for Albert Gallatin, will fire it back in. And Kristen Marmol sends it out that time for the Mustangs. Albert Gallatin going with a 5-4-1 here today. Elena Schaefer, up front with Riley Stieber, Rachel Dotson, Jessica Victor, and Abigail Sobolski. In the midfield, Caitlin Kuklar, Haley Motes, Aubrey Bowers, Sarah Camp, and Maddie Vinch in the back with Serena Chapman in goal for Albert Gallatin tonight. Verbis again sends it high. On the near side, Sarah Camp. Little pressure from the Mustangs. Helena Jerome. And a foul whistled here on Albert Gallatin. A little sloppy start here on both sides. The Mustangs will get the free kick here from Maggie Cunningham. Penultimate section game of the year for Laurel Highlands. They'll wrap up section play on the road at Bell Vernon next week. The Mustangs will play a home non-conference game here at Mustang Field against Waynesburg coming up on Saturday. And things getting a little chippy there between 12 on each side. Elena Schaefer and Jillian Verbis. Foul goes on Schaefer. Another free kick here for the Mustangs. Once again, Maggie Cunningham to take it. Cunningham a little lob down the line. Headed back out by Haley Motes. Chipped ahead by Macy Valek. And Serena Chapman out to handle the loose ball there for Albert Gallatin. Chapman a little boot towards the near side. Bodied down there by Sobolski. Sent ahead looking for Rachel Dotson. The Mustangs turn it back. Maggie Cunningham. A little bit too far for Kristen Marmol on the chase down the near side. Ball back out of play. And over to Albert Gallatin trying to find a loose ball out there for Caitlin Kuklar. Laurel Highlands has remained relatively healthy throughout the course of the season. And you look at all the injuries both the boys and the girls sustained a season ago. We mentioned it during our broadcast of the Laurel Highlands Albert Gallatin boys game last night. Knock on wood, both of the Laurel Highlands teams have been able to remain relatively healthy. One injury of note on the Albert Gallatin side, Destiny DeHaven, who's a normal starter, suffered a tailbone injury one of the Colonials games last week, and DeHaven out for the rest of the season. We saw the Albert Gallatin boys without 4 or 5 starters last night as well. Certainly makes things tough when you're shorthanded playing 3A WPIAL soccer. Maddie Vinch to take this goal kick now for the Colonials. Sent down on the near side, and Cunningham again picks up possession for Laurel Highlands, and Cunningham again sends it high and wide. Jerry thought it was good. I thought it still was wide right of the field goal crossbar. And a field goal post. Nonetheless, a goal kick here for Kuklar and Albert Gallatin. Sent down the far side, no one home. We had senior night that actually started about an hour before the game here today, and both of these teams just seem a little out of sorts here early on. Played almost 6 minutes. Haven't had too many scoring chances on either side so far. As Sid Chido goes down there. Colonials find the loose ball, trying to send it ahead to Elena Schaefer. Sent out a play on the far side, another AG throw-in. Of course, the Mustangs have won a home playoff game, certainly have to take care of business here tonight. This one of 3 conference games going on this evening. I mentioned Bell Vernon at Elizabeth Ford. The Mustangs actually big fans of Bell Vernon tonight. They need an EF loss. As far as second place in the conference goes, Bell Vernon has clinched first place. The Mustangs just want to make sure they nail down a home playoff game. Ringgold at Uniontown, the other conference game going on tonight. Bell Vernon, Laurel Highlands, and EF have all clinched. Ringgold just an outside chance of getting in. Greensburg-Salem sits at 6-4-1. Ringgold at 4-6-out. The Rams would need to win 3 straight and have Greensburg-Salem lose 3 straight to get into the postseason. Actually, no, those 2 teams only have 1 game remaining, so Greensburg-Salem is clinched as well. Teams only playing 12 conference games, so I stand corrected. Greensburg-Salem, EF, Laurel Highlands, and Bell Vernon, your playoff qualifiers out of Section 2, 3A. There's Hallie Jamison on the far side. Again, no one home there, and Maddie Vinch lobs it back down the far touchline there for Albert Gallatin. Abby Miller defending there for the Mustangs. A little pressure from Aubrey Bowers, and the ball again sent out of play. 32-35 left here in the first half, and really haven't had too much activity on either side. Macy Valek to take this free kick for the Mustangs. As we saw at the Laurel Highlands boys game last night, the Mustangs starting all of their seniors here this evening, so a lot of these kids don't regularly play together in an 11-player rotation. You have to wonder if maybe the lack of chemistry might be affecting the play a little bit out there for the Mustangs. Saw a nice steal from Amber Ritz of Laurel Highlands and back down in Gwen Hamilton's direction. And Gwen's been very reliable this season for Laurel Highlands. One of the reasons why the Mustangs are where they're at this juncture of the season. And home playoff game so important. Remember, a year ago, the Mustangs had to head all the way up to Mars for a first-round playoff game on a rainy night. And if you can get a home playoff game and finish in second place in the conference, you can avoid some of those top dogs. Now the Mustangs will make a trio of changes. We'll take a quick timeout as well. 31-25 left here in the first half. Scoreless, the Mustangs and the Colonials here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 27, Journey Greer, number 28, Hannah Newman, and number 1, Abby Beatty.
Back here at Mustang Field, I mentioned Laurel Highlands made 3 changes. Abby Beatty checking in along with Journey Greer and Hannah Newman, 3 regular starters for the Mustangs. We saw when the boys made similar changes last night. I think a goal ensued about 30 seconds later. Let's see if the girls have similar success here tonight. Jillian Verbis, a little boot forward. Greer and Abby Beatty trying to track down on Serena Chapman, but Chapman with the save. And Greer certainly has a lot of speed up front. Abby Beatty, boy, she's been consistent throughout the course of the season as well for Laurel Highlands this year. There's Greer off to Kristen Marmol. Marmol down the near wing into the box. Look out, Marmol, a little cross out in front. And Beatty, a little chip just going wide. Abby staying with it, a little header. And on the backside, somehow kept out by Chapman. Boy, the Mustangs, so close there. Now we saw the first goal of the night, and somehow Chapman and the AG back line kept that ball out of the back of the net. Will be a corner kick, though, here for Laurel Highlands. Sydney Chido to take it. And you can tell the Mustangs with a little confidence back. Chido, nice little boot here. Cunningham out in front. And just fanning on that opportunity. Ball goes out of play off of Laurel Highlands and out for an Albert Gallatin goal kick.
Into the game for the Colonials, number 6.
AG making their first change of the night. Bringing in Ashton Guzman, number 6. A junior that sees time both in the midfield and on the front line for the Colonials. Albert Gallatin coached by Rick Hansen. Andy Miles, the assistant coach for the Albert Gallatin Colonials. There's Hallie Jamison on the far side. Leaves back to Chido. Boot towards the goal, just going wide here on the near side. Of course, Dave Sahida Sr., Laurel Highlands head coach, assisted by his son, Dave Sahida Jr., played high school soccer here at Laurel Highlands. LH girls in the WPIAL playoffs for a 3rd straight year. Now AG trying to break out of their own zone. Sarah Camp down the near side, turning it over to Kristen Marmol, trying to come forward to Maggie Cunningham. Now Sid Chido in open space, off to Jamison. Low ball coming forward, denied top of the box. Jamison right back on it, and a little tricky one-hopper save there by Chapman. Laurel Highlands doing a good job just getting shots on goal here over the last couple of minutes. Back in form here at the 28-30 mark of the first half. But we've yet to see the match's first goal. The Mustangs enter play today, winners of back-to-back games. Defeated Ringgold on the road 2-1 last time out. That clinched a playoff spot for the Mustangs, and that followed a 3-0 win. Again, we brought you here on the South Union Township Sports Network on Saturday as Mia Swanson checks into the game for the first time tonight on the Albert Gallatin side. Number 20, a freshman. Swanson sees time in the midfield and on the back line for the Colonials. There's Journey Greer trying to come free, and Greer sent down on the play by Haley Moats, one of the co-captains for Albert Gallatin. And Moats did a pretty hard number there on Greer, kind of tossing her down with her arm, and now a foul on the play, and this infraction will go on Albert Gallatin. So a free kick here for Laurel Highlands to be taken by Maggie Cunningham from about 35 yards out on the far side. Good look there at Maggie. Mustangs set to go. Maggie, a little chip going right on goal and right at Serena Chapman. Chapman's played well through 13 minutes. Get on the far side, knocked down by the Mustangs, and another little tricky one-hopper that Chapman has a little trouble with and loses it out of play. So it'll be Laurel Highlands corner kick here. Chapman the last to touch it going out. Of course, we mentioned some rain in the area, so those balls might be a little slick tonight and could cause the keepers some problems out there. We'll see how that factors in throughout the course of the evening. Here's Sid Chido again, going back to work for the Mustangs. Chido from the far corner. On the boot, little line drive right at Chapman. Chapman a little juggle and a regain to make another save for Albert Gallatin. Chapman a little send out on the far side, going out of play, out of the range of Abigail Sobolski in front of the Albert Gallatin bench. Macy Valek takes the throw in, sent along by Jamison. Deflected back off the body of Mia Swanson, pressured back on by Sid Chido. Angles it back to Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham able to spin off of Rachel Dotson, but she'll send it wide on the far side. So another goal kick here for Albert Gallatin. Laurel Highlands has certainly controlled time of possession, most of the play in the Albert Gallatin zone. AG making another change as Jessica Victor, senior co-captain, re-enters, number 22. AG another line drive back down the field through Victor. Now on the back line, Abby Miller on the chase back here for the Mustangs. Fronted there by Victor, knocks it back. And out of play will be a Laurel Highlands throw-in. We played 14 and a half minutes of soccer. The Mustangs and the Colonials still scoreless. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Victor trying to turn around Miller. Mustangs get another player back defensively and break it up. And here's Kristen Marmol coming back through center, trying a little chip forward for Journey Greer. Well defended by Albert Gallatin's Abigail Sobolski. Sobolski goes down on the play, but well backed up by Caitlin Kuklar, sends it out of play. Kristen Marmol to take the Mustang throw in. Pink socks from all of the Mustangs out there tonight. Of course, October Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Might have been a handball off of Sobolski going out. Just ruled out of play, so Marmol reloads. A little open space here. Look out for Sydney Chido. Chido on the chip ahead, got run down, and that's going to be a foul on Ashton Guzman. Surprised the referees not allowing the advantage to be played with continuation there. The Mustangs still having possession nonetheless. A free kick for Maggie Cunningham from 35 yards out. Cunningham set to go. Chip towards the box, just going wide. Chapman a heads-up play there, letting it go out of play for an Albert Gallatin goal kick. AG doing a good job to work multiple players into the game to keep fresh legs tonight. Checking out here Haley Moats and checking back into the match.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 13.
That's 13.
Gallatin, number 13.
Haley Miller.
Haley Miller.
Get on the clear out. Chido knocks it down. Blocked there by Miller. Chido gets it back. Sends it off to Hallie Jamison. Jamison back into the box. Journey Greer trying to track it down. Greer on the run. Heels it back. Regains. Centers out in front. Little touch forward. Deflected off the far post. And again wide. The Mustangs oh so close. Can't buy a goal here in the opening 17 minutes. But it will be another Laurel Highlands corner kick. This time Abby Beatty will take it. Junior striker for Laurel Highlands. Beatty making sure it's properly positioned. Here's Abby. High lob, top of the 18, sent back by Cunningham over on the near side. A little chip just going high and wide from Hannah Newman. And another goal kick here for Albert Gallatin. Caitlin Cooklar to take it. Cooklar, a little liner going opposite Chido. Victor on the front line for Albert Gallatin, able to pick up possession, deflecting there off of Jamison. Into open space, and AG trying to break back there with Ashton Guzman. Jamison defending. AG looking for support on the backside from Maddie Vinch, but the Mustangs have the ball running back. Jamison centers back to Sid Chido. Chido, a little one-hopper, just going wide again. Another Albert Gallatin goal kick. So the Colonials giving the Mustangs a match here in the opening 18 minutes. AG doing a nice job of defending. We mentioned playing a 5-4-1 here today. Emphasis on the defense. Going to do everything possible to keep themselves in this match. Here's Abby Beatty. A little cross again, top of the box, looking there for Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham trying to fight her way into the 18. Played back from Jamison, lobbed out in front, going through Kristen Marmol. Now Marmol trying to track it down along the near corner with Abigail Sobolski defending. Keeps it alive to Journey Greer. Sent back up top to Sid Chido. Chido pressured, losing the ball there momentarily to Rachel Dotson. And the ball goes wide and had a play off the far boundary and outs. And AG to make another change. 21-15 left here in the first half. Take another timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Gabby Sloboda.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. And call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Back here at Mustang Field. Still scoreless, 21 minutes left here in the first half. Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands senior nights for the Laurel Highlands girls soccer team. Hannah Newman looking to center. The ball going right to Victor of Albert Gallatin. Cunningham defending, sends it back to Gwen Hamilton, who plays it back towards center. Over the head of Hallie Jamison, off the body of Abby Beatty. Sent off to Sydney Chido and deflected there by Albert Gallatin's Mia Swanson. Chido back to Miller. Lobbed forward, Abby Beatty trying to come free. Beatty trying to spin off of Haley Miller. Beatty still with it down the far wing. Beatty on the cross out in front. Goes through Kristen Marmol. Marmol now trying to regain here on the near wing. Marmol, another center back out in front. Albert Gallup trying to break back out. Journey Greer wins it back for Laurel Highlands. Over to Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham back to her left. Fronted there by Swanson. Another boot going high and wide from the Mustangs. And Laurel Highlands making another trio of changes. AG is going to sub in 3 new players as well, as both teams looking for the right combination here midway through the first half, as we still look for the first goal of the night on either side. Mentioned the second meeting of the season between these two teams. Laurel Highlands cruised down at Albert Gallatin earlier on this year, winning 7-0. Hasn't been so easy here tonight. Kristen Marmol, shot blocked out in front. Whistled down. Was that a handball in the box? What's the call? They're going to rule here a free kick. It looks like just outside the box. The Mustangs will send it back to Hannah Newman. They'll put it just outside the 18-yard box. AG setting up a 4-player wall defensively. That was very close to being a penalty kick. It appeared the AG defender, to me, was inside the 18-yard box, but Newman a little chip towards the goal there and sent out a play by Mia Swanson of Albert Gallatin defending. AG might have caught a break there defensively, almost conceding a penalty kick opportunity to the Mustangs. Now Abby Beatty to put it down for another corner kick opportunity here for Laurel Highlands. Beatty set to go. Lob on the backside, knocked down by Cunningham. Pressured up top by Victor. Maggie trying to stay with it and fires. Boy, is she deadly. Cunningham from about 16 yards out scores the match's first goal, and Laurel Highlands strikes first here at the 18-17 mark of the first half, courtesy of Maggie Cunningham. And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network. It took a while, but Laurel Highlands able to get on the scoreboard first, almost 22 minutes into the match. Coming off a corner kick that was taken by Abby Beatty. Maggie Cunningham finding the loose ball at the top of the box and burying it from 16 yards out. The Laurel Highlands a 1-0 lead. Now we'll see if this gives Laurel Highlands a little spark they were looking for to get a few more insurance goals. And AG now looking for a little offensive surge. Victor on the far side trying to center it off there for Aubrey Bowers. Ball going out of play off of Laurel Highlands and out, so will be an Albert Gallatin throw-in. So it'll be taken by Elena Schaefer. Schaefer on the lob. AG trying to create a little action there inside the box. Deflected high off of Abby Beatty, and Abby in a little pain there. Abby's still trying to shake it off. Now she's down on the play. We'll get an injury timeout. With 16:58 left here in the first half, Abby Beatty now will come off here for Laurel Highlands as Abby caught that one up high. And Laurel Highlands will have to make a change. We'll take a quick time out here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Who was it issued to? Okay, I did not know that. Back here at Mustang Field, the injured Laurel Highlands player was Abby Beatty, and I'm told by Barry Rosner,
Highlands, number 11, Hallie
longtime public address announcer here at Laurel Highlands, that Abby Beatty was also shown a yellow card. So not sure why Beatty was carded, but nonetheless, even if she's okay, she'll have to sit for at least 5 minutes on the far side. And, of course, you have to watch those yellow cards as well. You pick up another one, you'll have to sit out the next match as well, which at least for Laurel Highlands will be a non-conference game coming up here at home on Saturday against Waynesburg. Abby Miller to take this goal kick. You kind of wonder what the card would have been there on Beatty, unless they got her for delay a game, but she was obviously hit up high. And you wonder if maybe Abby had something to say to the referee that the game was not stopped initially due to her injury, but nonetheless, Beatty having to sit for a 5-minute period. We hope she's all right after taking one up high, and she's still being worked on.
Number 3, Rachel Dotson.
Down on the Laurel Highlands bench. Hallie Jamison trying to come free now for the Mustangs. Sent back up to Maggie Cunningham. And through Jamison and out for an Albert Gallatin throw-in. Jessica Victor to fire this one in. Bounces it down the far line. A Colonial goes down on the play. It's Elena Schaefer, and it'll be a free kick here for Albert Gallatin. This game has really lacked flow here in the opening 25 minutes. Caitlin Cooklar to take this free kick in front of the Mustang bench. You can see Abby Beatty still getting worked on. No header there from Maggie Cunningham. And you also have to wonder anytime you get hit up high like that, if Abby got nailed in the eye as well. She wears contact lenses. You always have to worry about maybe a contact getting dislodged as well or repositioned where it shouldn't be. And Abby still making her way back towards the training table back there, and they're still trying to work up high there on Abby. Again, we hope she's all right. Kristen Marmol firing this one in. Aubrey Janoski also out there for Laurel Highlands, wearing number 21. That one going off of Hannah Newman and out. Caitlin Cooklar to take the throw in. And what do we got here? Another set of substitutions for Albert Gallatin. They're going to check in 5 new players. We'll take another timeout. 1-0 Mustangs over the Colonials here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Back here at Mustang Field, Haley Moats firing the throw-in. It rolls all the way back to the Mustang keeper, Gwen Hamilton. Hamilton will play back towards center. Aubrey Janoski battling Jessica Victor. Mustangs look for a little open space on the send down. The scoop up from Serena Chapman with Erin Reed now on the front line for Laurel Highlands bearing down. Both teams really have used their bench here tonight. I think the most we've seen the Mustangs use their bench all season as well. There's Taylor Maggart, nice little Spin back there. Maggard staying with it, and her shot blocked out in front by Aubrey Bowers and out. Be another corner kick here for the Mustangs.
Laurel Highlands, number 27, Journey Greer.
Now Journey Greer will check back into the match on the Mustangs side, and it might be Greer to take this corner kick. Looks like Hannah Newman actually might come over now. And Newman will take it. Mustang freshman. And 12 minutes left here in the first half. Just one goal so far, scored by Maggie Cunningham. Newman sends it into the box, deflected out in front. Mustangs press on. We'll turn in a shot there from Taylor Maggard off the side of the goal. Was it touched by a Colonial player? Yes, it was. Another corner kick here for the Mustangs. Abby Beatty, by the way, back on the Mustang bench, actually talking to head coach Dave Sahida right now. Mustangs send it back into the box. Trying to create a little action here, but it's chipped back out by Albert Gallatin over to Ashton Guzman on the near side. Guzman goes down on the play. Mustangs try to fight forward there from Aaron Reed. AG picks up possession. Trying to break out of their own zone. Off the body of Jillian Verbis. Verbis on the lob ahead. Taylor Maggard fighting for positioning with Callan Rowland. And Maggard called for the foul, so Rowland a free kick for Albert Gallatin going the other way. Big night here for senior night. Laurel Highlands brought out the band earlier, had a nice senior night festivity. Congratulating all 9 Laurel Highlands senior players. We'll get to their senior bios during the second half of our match tonight. Nice crowd on hand as well. A line drive from Maddie Vinch. Got to see one of our South Union Township sponsors out here tonight as well. Longtime Laurel Highlands soccer supporter, David Hughes, of course, from the Sprouse Insurance Group. Nice to see David out of the match tonight. Of course, David's sons played here at Laurel Highlands, and his one son actually attends my alma mater right now, Ohio State. I think David at first was a little taken off by that. Of course, David, a big pick guy. His Panthers have had a rather tough season on the gridiron, but did have a big win over Syracuse this past weekend. And Abby Beatty back out there after the injury and that yellow card with the ball right now. Sending it off on the far side to Hallie Jamison. Back to Sydney Chido. Chido top of the box trying to come free. And it's going to be a foul here on Albert Gallatin. Again, surprised the advantage not played. Laurel Highlands had possession of the ball when the foul was called. Why not let the Mustangs just continue there? Maggie Cunningham to take the free kick. Cunningham going quickly right off the back of Albert Gallatin's Haley Motes. Now the Colonials trying to work a little transition action back on the far side, but the Mustangs intercept. Center back again to Cunningham. Heels it back to herself, looking for room on the far side. Maggie forward to Sid Shido. Back to Maggie again. Maggie, a little lob, top of the box. There's Abby Beatty on the doorstep again off the far post. Ball still loose. Beatty firing, blocked out in front. Another opportunity off the crossbar again. I think the Mustangs have hit 5 or 6 posts tonight.
Re-entry for
2 in that sequence.
Caitlin Kuklar.
Wow. The Mustangs just 1 goal so far tonight. That came from Cunningham at the 18-17 mark of the first half. And AG smiling a little bit defensively. They know they've gotten a couple of breaks here tonight. It's all you can do sometimes when things go your way. And that one's off of AG and out on the far side. Last touch there by Riley Stieber. Mustangs will have a throw in as we go under 8 minutes left here in the first half. Macy Valek to take it. Valek, another Laurel Highlands senior, will fire it in through Beatty and sent back over to Rachel Dotson. Colonials trying to break back. Sent along by Jillian Verbis and out of play for another AG goal kick. Laurel Highlands has controlled this series between these two schools. In fact, the Mustangs have now won 20 games in a row over Albert Gallatin. Last win for Albert Gallatin over Laurel Highlands in this series should go all the way back to 2007. AG defeated the Mustangs 3-2. There were a couple of years in between where the teams were in separate conferences and classifications where they did not play during the course of the regular season. Albert Gallatin started their soccer program back in 1998. Closest they've been to 500 back in 2000 when they went 8-9-2. As we mentioned, they've struggled as of late, especially over the last 10 years. Girls play hard. Rick Hansen does a great job, just haven't gotten the players coming out that they wanted to down in York Run over the years. Another corner kick here for the Mustangs and Abby Beatty. Abby, nice little boot back in the box. That's an own goal. Own goal out in front. Went off of Callan Rowland into the back of the net. We'll credit the goal to Abby Beatty. Coming here at the 6:28 mark of the first half.
Number 1, Abby Beatty.
And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Chesler's Furniture at 601 Pittsburgh Street, Uniontown has been in business since 1950 and has a wide variety of furniture for all of your needs. At Chesler's, they have a wide assortment of living room recliners, kitchen sets, bedroom mattresses, and accessories that can decorate your home for years to come. Choose from many companies including Lazy Boy, Best, King Hickory, Hammery, Lancer, Wildwood, Bond Bassett, and White Dove. Chesler's also services what they sell. Stop into Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, and see Kim, Christy, Ted, and Rich. They'll be happy to help you with all of your needs. Chesler's Furniture, where customers send their friends.
Sarah Camp.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands extending their lead now to 2-0. Abby Beatty will get credited for the goal. Actually, it was an own goal off of Albert Gallatin's Callan Rowland. Going into the back of the net. It's tough when you concede one like that, but sometimes those situations happen. And the Colonials, for a team that struggled this year, they've really played hard here in the first half. And credit their effort as well. Against a very solid Laurel Highlands team. I think it's one of the best teams the Mustangs have had in a number of years overall. And here's Abby Beatty going right back at it. Beatty back into the box. Beatty firing on a low shot. Covered there by Serena Chapman. Chapman jogs it down to the top of the box. Sends it down to the far side. Bodied down there by Macy Valek. And fired wide of the goal. Caitlin Cooklar to take this goal kick. Cooklar sending it down on the far side. Knocked down by Jamison, but Victor picking up possession there for the Colonials. Sending it through Rachel Dotson, and Dotson on the chase. And you like the effort on the AG side, and Gwen Hamilton taking the safe route there, and Dotson take the throw in as the Colonials look for some reinforcements coming back down the field. Broken up there by Macy Valek. Dotson went down on the play. We play on. Ball off of Laurel Highlands and outs. Jessica Victor will bounce it back in. Body there by Mia Swanson. And won back by Maggie Cunningham. Fronted there by Victor, and Victor deflecting it out of play. Cunningham will send it back off to Macy Valek. And again off the far boundary and out. So we approach the 4-minute mark of this first half. 2-0 Mustangs over the Colonials. Another header there from Valek. Mustangs circle it off to Sydney Chido. Chido, some pretty moves there through center. Nice through ball coming forward here to Kristen Marmol. Look out. Marmol breaking down the near wing. Marmol a little chip towards the goal. And the cover there from Serena Chapman. Nice run forward there for the Mustangs. AG sending it out on the far side. Sid Chido, a little header. Lobbed out of play here in the near side, going back in Albert Gallatin's direction. We talked about the struggles on the Colonial side. I was very impressed how focused their head coach Rick Hansen had their team. A lot of times you see programs that have had issues with wins over the years on the cover there from Chapman. It's easy to lose focus, but this Albert Gallatin program very well put together. Just have not been able to get the results they needed. But even from a roster perspective, getting information we needed for the TV broadcast, Rick Hansen on top of it. So again, thanks to Rick and Andy Miles and Dwayne DuPont, all the folks over at Albert Gallatin helping us over the last couple of days prepare for these game broadcasts. Again, we had the Laurel Highlands boys in action yesterday against Albert Gallatin as well. And all the information on the AG side certainly helped our game preparation as well. Mustangs, another little shot fumbled out of play there from the Colonials. Be another corner kick here from Hannah Newman. Newman on the boot. Now went off the back of a Colonial defender. Aubrey Bowers announced. And Newman will reload again. And Hannah, only a freshman out there for Laurel Highlands. Hannah going high this time. Ball loose out in front. Played back. Beatty over to Cunningham. Just sends it high. Mustangs oh so close again from Maggie Cunningham. Maddie Vinch to take this goal kick. Maddie will chip ahead. There's Jamison spinning forward, looking for Abby Beatty. Cleared back by Mia Swanson and out. 75 seconds now left here in the first half. Just 2 goals on the board, both on the Mustangs side. Bodied again there by Jamison and knocked out of play.
1 minute.
Get the 1 minute indicator from Mr. Rosner. Jessica Victor will fire this one back in for AG. Abby Miller defending. Looking there for Journey Greer, broken up. Sobolski coming back, but played back by the Mustangs on the high ball sent forward there from Hannah Newman. Cunningham goes low over to Journey Greer. 27 seconds left here in the first half. Greer goes down. We play on. Sid Chido with a shot. And after a little block down, Serena Chapman with a cover. Nice shot there from Chido, even taking a spill in the process. Final 10 seconds down. We'll get the countdown.
9, 8, 7.
Newman sends it ahead.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Cunningham, a little body action there with Albert Gallatin Sobolski, and that'll do it for the first half.
And we're
a 2-0 lead for for Laurel Highlands, over Albert Gallatin. Laurel Highlands 2, Albert Gallatin 0. We're back to recap the first half scoring for you in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
And just a reminder, everyone, that the concession stand is open to sneak on over to get something to eat or drink through our 10-minute intermission. It's all sponsored by the Laurel Highlands Girls Soccer Boosters. And a reminder again, everyone, there's no smoking anywhere on the property here at Laurel Highlands.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives And the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands leading Albert Gallatin 2-0 here on senior night. And it was a senior that got the scoring started for Laurel Highlands, Maggie Cunningham. A goal at the 18-17 mark of the first half. Cunningham scoring from 16 yards out. It came after an Abby Beatty corner kick, and Laurel Highlands took a 1-0 lead. Beatty would follow with a goal of her own, actually an own goal that went off of Callan Rowland. And Beatty's goal gave Laurel Highlands a 2-0 lead, and that's where we stand here at halftime. Reminder, if you're watching this game on Atlantic Broadband or Armstrong Cable, I'd like to let you know that all of our broadcasts are also available online. It's easy to find. Just log on to youtube.com. That's youtube.com and search South Union TV, or follow the South Union Township Sports Network on Facebook for program updates, facebook.com/South Union TV. We mentioned the Laurel Highlands girls will be in the WPIAL playoffs. They're hoping for a home playoff game, and so are the Laurel Highlands boys. The Laurel Highlands boys an opportunity to capture the section title with a win over Ringgold later on this week. The boys entering play at the time of this broadcast at 10-3-1 overall, 8-1-1 in conference play, and will have their regular season home finale coming up for you against Connellsville on Monday here on the network. Always a competitive game when Connellsville and Laurel Highlands get together on the soccer field. It's girls action here tonight. Senior night for the Laurel Highlands girls. They lead Albert Gallatin 2-0 here at the break. Second half match action comes your way next here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee-owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. And call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Just about ready for second half match action. Laurel Highlands taking on Albert Gallatin. Again, Laurel Highlands trying to lock up second place in the conference. The Mustangs entered play tonight at 7-3. Their closest pursuer, Elizabeth Ford, at 6-3. The Mustangs with a win here today would get to 8-3 in conference play. They still have one final conference game to play on the road Monday at Bell Vernon. But if Laurel Highlands and EF would end up in a tie for second place, talking to Laurel Highlands head coach Dave Sahide, all indications are that the Mustangs would win the tiebreaker over Elizabeth Forward and host a first-round playoff game. The WPIAL playoffs tentatively scheduled to get underway either Saturday, October the 20th, or Monday, October the 22nd. That's when the WPIAL website indicated most first-round playoff games would be played either Saturday or Monday. But they really didn't break it down into classification to know that the boys would play on Saturday or the girls would play on Monday. And that's how it actually was last year. The Laurel Highlands boys played a Saturday game at South Fayette. The girls played on Monday at Mars. And both of the Laurel Highlands teams fell in the first round of the playoffs a year ago, and that was actually a rare playoff loss in the first round for the Laurel Highlands boys, who over the years have had playoff success in WPIAL first-round playoff games. But a year ago, the LH boys certainly shorthanded with injuries. There's Journey Greer on a little rush back here, cross out in front, covered by Serena Chapman. Also during our second half here today, we'll talk about all 9 Laurel Highlands senior players. We did it during the boys game last night between these two schools. I want to do it again here this evening as well. Sydney Chido off to Maggie Cunningham. Mustangs working right to left here in the second half. Touch there from Greer. And a whistle here top of the box. Foul on the Mustangs. Free kick going the other way for Albert Gallatin. Jessica Victor, check that, that's 29, Maddie Vinch. Send it down the field, poked back there by Abby Miller. Sent high by the aforementioned Jessica Victor. Lena Schaefer trying to track it down. Look out here, Schaefer breaking back. Jillian Verbus defending, and Verbus, a little slide tackle attempt there, almost getting a piece of Schaefer. Ball sent out of play off of Albert Gallatin and out. It will be a Laurel Highlands goal kick. Colonials making an early change here in the opening 2.5 minutes. Checking out of the game, number 8, Abigail Sobolski. Ashton Guzman coming back into the match, number 6. Junior out there for the Colonials. And we saw Rick Hansen make substitutions very frequently during the first half of the match as well, keeping all of his troops fresh. Chip there from Greer, played back by the Colonials. Touch there again by Cunningham. Or body contact between Jamison and Sarah Camp. Mustangs try to send it out to Journey Greer, deflected back to Taylor Maggart. Maggart shot on goal, and again another knockdown from Serena Chapman. And Chapman will take it out to the top of the box. Chapman and Albert Gallatin, senior, out there tonight. Colonials unable to keep it in play. Sid Chido to fire it back off of Journey Greer. Journey getting it back off to Chido. 3.5 minutes into the second half, still 2-0 Mustangs over the Colonials. AG's done a nice job here tonight to hang with the Mustangs. Be a goal kick taken by Caitlin Cooklar. Caitlin, a little bouncer down the field, bodied there by Sydney Chido. Off to Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham coming free. Cunningham shot from 30, blocked down, deflected over to Taylor Maggart. Now Maggie again, another chip towards the goal and into the back of the net. Maggie Cunningham strikes again. Her second of the match. Coming here at the 35-45 mark of the second half to Laurel Highlands on top, 3-0, and we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Just sit right down and you hear a tale of a fateful call. You better pay those bills right now or you take a mighty fall. He really didn't know what to do, so he turned to those who did. Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, your bankruptcy crew, your bankruptcy crew. So no matter how deep in debt you are, if your back's against the wall, Zeppeli, Mahalev, and White, just give them a call.
We're back here at Mustang Field. Maggie Cunningham giving Laurel Highlands a 3-0 lead over Albert Gallatin. Cunningham scored the match's first goal back at the 18-17 mark of the first half. Now following that up with a goal here at the 35-45 mark of the second half. Cunningham, one of 9 Laurel Highlands seniors honored here tonight. She was escorted tonight by her parents, Trinette and Adam Cunningham. Maggie, a 4-year varsity starter here at Laurel Highlands, also a member of the Pittsburgh Riverhounds ECNL team. And the PA West Soccer Cup champion as well. Maggie on the ball there again, trying to send it forward to Journey Greer. Greer pressured by Aubrey Bowers. Ball knocked out of play. And it will be a Laurel Highlands corner kick. Maggie also a 5-year member of the Pennsylvania Olympic Development Team. And was previously named to the All-County and WPIAL All-Section teams. And it's actually going to be a goal kick here, not a corner kick. As AG sends it out. Knocked down by Taylor Maggart. Blocked down there by Bowers. Played back by Macy Valek. Hallie Jamison trying to track it down. Ball goes out of play. For another AG goal kick. Maggie in her spare time, a member of the San Junior Achievement National Honor Society Spanish Club and the 4.0 Club, and currently dual enrolled in college. Great for Maggie Cunningham. After graduation, Maggie will continue to attend college and study biology with plans then to attend medical school and become an orthopedic surgeon. Good for Maggie Cunningham. And Maggie, one of 9 seniors honored here tonight on senior night. A throw-in taken by Macy Valek. Laurel Highlands leading Albert Gallatin now 3-0. Here's Maggart, top of the box. Taylor Maggart. A low play out in front, deflected back to Hallie Jamison. And Jamison will chip towards goal. Another cover from Serena Chapman. Hallie was escorted tonight by her parents Robin and Trish Jamison. Hallie, a 3-year varsity player here at Laurel Highlands. She's a member of the National Honor Society, SAD Club, Junior Achievement, Interact Club, and Student Government, and a member of the Homecoming Court this year. After high school, Hallie will attend college to study business. And the Mustangs will have a free kick here from a precarious position. Just at the top of the box, Abby Miller lining up to take it. Mustangs trying to go up 4-0. Abby Miller here on the free kick. Sends it high and out of play. Abby was escorted tonight by her parents, Kathy and Keith Miller. Abby, a 4-year varsity starter. She's played soccer for 14 years and has been involved in all of the Fayette County youth soccer traveling programs and the all-county soccer team as well. Abby, a member of the National Honor Society, highest honor roll, SAD Club, Penn State 4.0 Club, track and field team, and the Junior Achievement team. Upon graduation, Abby will further her education at a 4-year college. You mentioned last night as well during the boys' game. So great to see so many members of both the Laurel Highlands soccer programs going on to further their education at the next level. And there's a freshman into the box there for the Mustangs, Journey Greer. Look at the concession stand. Was busy earlier. Slowing down tonight. Here in the second half for the Mustangs up 3-0. And a couple of changes. We'll step aside for a quick timeout. 31-24 left here in the second half. Mustangs up 3-0. Back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Back underway. Mustangs making a couple of changes here as we approach the 31-minute mark of the second half. Up 3-0. Alina Jerome off to Audrey Janoski. Jerome, another Mustang senior that got the start on senior night tonight. Alina Jerome. She was escorted by her parents, Teresa Jerome and Scott Novak. Helena has played soccer for 6 years, also a participant in the Pitt Johnstown soccer ID camp. Kristen Marmol unable to keep it in there for the Mustangs. Ellen also a member of the art club and the ski club on the honor roll. Received honors in arts. Upon graduation, Elena will be attending Slippery Rock University to major in recreation therapy and minor in animal-assisted therapy with plans to become a therapeutic riding instructor and equine facilitated therapist. Elena Jerome. Another Mustang that sounds like she's going to do very well in her future career. Played back on the Mustang back line there to Lexi Harrigus. Lexi coming off of a knee injury with that full brace on. Forward there to Sydney Chido. Sent out of play. Mustangs to take a throw in. Kristen Marmol to fire it in. Ball poked out off of Albert Gallatin's Aubrey Bowers and outs. Another corner kick here for the Mustangs. 29-14 left in regulation. 3-0 Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. Brian Morozak alongside Jerry Dupay. Nice to have you along with us here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Chido to take the corner. Nice high lob. Marmol looking to knock it down. Swung back, and AG's Riley Stieber able to pick up possession. Knocked down again by Chido. Sid Chido trying to break back into the box. Ball still loose. And just deflected wide off the shot there from Elena Jerome. Be another corner kick here for Laurel Highlands. Hannah Newman will take it. Only a freshman. Hannah setting it up. Line drive, deflected out. This one's going to go the other way for a goal kick. Saw Kristen Marmol earlier. She was escorted tonight by her parents, Suzanne and Mark. Kristen also a 4-year varsity player. She is a co-captain on the varsity soccer team, also a member of the Fayette County Youth Soccer Travel Club and all-county soccer team a year ago. Another cover there from Chapman. Kristen also a member of the Spanish Club, SAD, Interact Club, Penn State 4.0 Club, National Honor Society, and Junior Achievement Club. And Kristen a member of the Homecoming Court at Laurel Highlands this year. Upon graduation, Kristen will attend West Virginia University to pursue a degree in nursing. Kristen Marmol might have a handball there. We do. And the Mustangs with a free kick from about 30 yards out, maybe a little bit farther than that. About 35 yards out. Lexi Harrigus to take it. Mustang junior. Lexi looking for a little deflection here out in front. Hannah Newman taking a shot there. That's just sent wide. Was it deflected by Albert Gallatin? The ruling is no. Goal kick here for the Colonials. One Mustang that hasn't seen too much action tonight has been the keeper, Gwen Hamilton. Certainly has had a great season. One of the reasons the Mustangs are
Gallatin, number 10, Gabby Sloboda.
Where they're at this point of the season, an opportunity to get a home playoff game. Mustangs body it down there from Audrey Yanoski. Yanoski, a little shot from distance, knocked down by Serena Chapman. I mentioned Gwen Hamilton. She was escorted tonight by her parents, Sarah Lumley and Alec Hamilton. Gwen has played soccer for 12 years, also a member of the Laurel Highlands High School swim team and the Uniontown YMCA swim team. Gwen's also the senior class vice president and member of the National Honor Society, SAD Club, and quiz team. And Gwen, a member of the Laurel Highlands Homecoming Court this year as well. Upon graduation, Gwen plans on earning a bachelor's degree in biology and then going to medical school to become an OBGYN. Every one of these Mustang seniors we've read so far. There's a little push in the box. That's going to be a foul on Laurel Highlands. The Aaron Reed made the initial contact there for the Mustangs. AG will have a kick coming back the other way. But we mentioned, I think, every one of these Mustangs seniors that we've read tonight plans to pursue higher education. I wonder district-wide. This might be a question for our colleague Gary Frankhauser. I would have to think the number is rather high of the number of Laurel Highlands graduates that move on to higher education. Done a great job here in the district. I think you see that a lot of times in the fall, too, the Hall of Fame nights they've had here at Laurel Highlands. Of course, our longtime colleague John Kazarik honored a couple of years ago as well, the Laurel Highlands Hall of Fame. But great to see so many folks coming back year in and year out that have had a connection here to Laurel Highlands over the years and have gone on to bigger and better things in life and still end up coming back, whether it's for the homecoming nights or special Hall of Fame nights like that. We've seen a lot of alumni even here at the soccer games throughout the course of the year as well. Chido leaving it off there for Marmol. Marmol down the far wing, looking for a cross, deflected back. Chido on the shot there from the top of the box, sends it into the back of the net. Sidney Chido gets the goal. Marmol the assist. And the Mustangs up 4-0 here at the 24:03 mark
Number 13, Sidney
of the
Chido.
second half. And we're back in a moment here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruth Hart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Re-entry for Laurel Highlands, number 20.
We're back here at Mustang Field. Under 24 minutes left here in the second half.
Laurel Highlands.
Laurel Highlands, 2 goals in the first half. Now 2 goals here in the second half.
Re-entry number 32, Megan Cunningham.
Leading 4-0. Couple of new entries for the Mustangs, including Bailey Edenfield. Maggie Cunningham also back into the match on the Laurel Highlands side. I think we'll see a number of substitutions here throughout the rest of the evening, with Laurel Highlands now cruising as we expected they might tonight. Now up 4-0. Here's Jerome in the box. Ball springs free here on the near side. Aaron Reed tracking it down. And sent out of play. Another Laurel Highlands throw in. Reed to take it. Aaron bouncing it in, deflecting it back. Trying to regain, and the ball goes over the back line and out for an Albert Gallatin goal kick. A couple of other seniors to get to tonight. Amber Ritz, escorted tonight by her parents Jessica and Michael Ritz. Amber has played soccer for 5 years, also the leader of the Mini Mighty Mustangs, the SAD Club and the Art Club. After high school, Amber will be attending college to pursue a master's degree in zoology and animal behavior. That's Amber Ritz, another Mustang senior in the starting lineup here tonight. Kristen Marmol again down the far wing. Kristen, a nice run forward here, trying to create again. Kristen on the cross, touched there by Greer and covered by Serena Chapman. Chapman's done a nice job to hold her own tonight. Mustangs have peppered her throughout the course of the evening, and many of the Mustang goals she hasn't had too much of a shot at. Marmol again going back at it. Kristen again down the far side. Will chip into the side of the nets. And that'll be Albert Gallatin goal kick coming back Taylor Maggart, another Laurel Highlands senior, honored tonight. She was escorted by her parents, Jamie and Danielle Maggart. Taylor has been playing soccer for 12 years, member of the Junior Achievement National Honor Society, Interact Club, Spanish Club, SAD, Mini Mighty Mustangs, and the Laurel Highlands softball team. After graduation, Taylor plans to attend California University of Pennsylvania and major in early childhood education. Taylor Maggart. And Taylor's really given the Mustangs some solid minutes throughout the course of the season. A valuable member of this Laurel Highlands soccer program, Journey Greer. Talk about players with a bright future. Greer playing it back to Maggie Cunningham. Cunningham with a low ball, trying to feed into the box, sent back out by Caitlin Kuklar. Cunningham again trying to fight back. Cunningham 2 goals already tonight, looking for a hat trick out there. Marmol on the laydown, looking for Greer on the center. Intercepted coming back again by Kuklar, battling Maggie Cunningham. Look at Cunningham for a hold free kick here for Albert Gallatin. We mentioned earlier players with bright futures. One on the sidelines tonight, not even on the Laurel Highlands team yet. Hasn't enrolled in the high school, but we've seen her a lot in the South Union Rec League. Ellie Mancini, remember that name? Ellie actually working out there as a Laurel Highlands ball girl tonight. But we've seen her, and now we're going to get a keeper change here as well on the Laurel Highlands side.
The game for Laurel Highlands, number 6, Brooklyn Clymer, and number 7, Alicia Rimby.
And we'll check here on the
also into goalkeeper
new keeper.
For Laurel Highlands is Bella Wilson.
It'll be Bella Wilson. Bella only a freshman. Her normal field number and her keeper kit, number 34. Free kick for Albert Gallatin coming back. You also saw Brooke Clymer, another freshman, checking as well on the Laurel Highlands side. We have 19:27 left in regulation. Laurel Highlands up 4-0. Looking for more. Another break back here. That's Brooke Clymer on it. Alicia Rimby also into the match tonight for Laurel Highlands, wearing number 7. Rimby's seen some action this year for the Stangs in a reserve role in the front line. Macy Valek angling it back. A little fan there from Bailey Edenfield. Battle out on the far side. Ashton Guzman for Albert Gallatin. Ball sent out of play. Throwing for the Mustangs. Bounced in down the far boundary. Rimby working down the far line. There was no junior varsity game here tonight, so the younger Mustangs did not have a chance to play earlier, but they'll get some action here in the final 20 minutes with Laurel Highlands up 4-0. We've also been going through all of the Mustang seniors as Albert Gallatin makes some wholesale changes tonight. A couple more to get to. One, Abby Miller. She was escorted tonight by her parents, Kathy and Keith Miller. Abby, a 4-year varsity starter, played soccer for 14 years and has been involved with the Fayette County Youth Soccer, Traveling Soccer, and all county soccer leagues. Abby also a member of the National Honor Society, highest honor roll SAD Club, Penn State 4.0 Club, and the Laurel Highlands Track and Field Team and the Junior Achievement Program. Upon graduation, Abby will further her education at a 4-year college. There's Lexi Harrigus to work it in. Harrigus only a junior for Laurel Highlands. Bouncing it through Rimby. Defending Haley Miller. Ball goes out of play. It'll be a goal kick here for Albert Gallatin on the final Laurel Highlands senior tonight. Macy Valek. She was escorted by her parents, Amy and Jeff Valek. Macy, a 4-year varsity starter. She's been playing soccer for 12 years. Macy also a member of the SAD Club, Spanish Club, 4.0 Club, highest honor roll, varsity soccer captain, homecoming court, junior achievement, Interact Club, and student government. Ball played up there to Elena Jerome. Also battling Bailey Edenfield. And that one will go out of play for another Albert Gallatin goal kick. And back to Macy Valek. Upon graduation, Macy will further her education at a 4-year university. That's Macy Valek. So again, congratulations to all 9 Laurel Highlands seniors on all that they've achieved in their Mustang careers. Of course, the run not over yet here for the Mustangs in the Laurel Highlands girls soccer program in the WPIAL playoffs for a 3rd straight year. Looking for maybe a playoff win this year. And correct me if I'm wrong, Barry, but the Laurel Highlands girls have never won a playoff game.
Well, Elena Schaefer.
And Barry's a little busy right now. We'll get that confirmation in a moment. The Laurel Highlands girls, they've never won a playoff game, correct? Barry confirms that. And we can change that here in 2018. Here's Elena Jerome going back at it, top of the box. Played back out by Kuklar. Knocked down by Bailey Edenfield. Forward here to Aaron Reed.
Into game number 20, Megan
Reed down the near wing. Going to cross out in front, and again covered by Serena Chapman. Down to 15-19 left here in the second half. Still 4-0. Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. Maggie Cunningham a pair of goals tonight. Abby Beatty and Sydney Chido also scoring for the Mustangs. Beatty set up one of Maggie Cunningham's goals off a corner kick. Kristen Marmol also an assist on a Sydney Chido goal tonight. Lexi Harrigus to take this throw in. Sends it down the far side off of Rimby. Mustangs trying to keep possession. A low ball cover there again by Serena Chapman. Large senior class for Albert Gallatin as well. Their seniors include Riley Stieber, Sarah Petko, Haley Motes, Elena Schaefer, who's trying to lead a break here. Almost on cue. Elena Schaefer, a nice run forward. The ball gets scooped up there by Bella Wilson for Laurel Highlands. We have a foul though on the play. What do we got? Foul here on Laurel Highlands defensively. Will be a free kick for Elena Schaefer. Laurel Highlands trying to hustle to get back defensively. And there you go. Smart move. Set up the wall too close. Make them move you back, allowing a little extra time to get your troops back. Schaefer fires. The ball blocked there by Wilson. Now Rimby trying to break out on the far side there for the Mustangs. AG keeping possession back. On the run, Guzman. Guzman trying to break back into the box. Well defended there by the Mustangs. Harrigus looking for the clear. Down to Brooke Clymer. And Clymer losing it out of play. We're talking about the Albert Gallatin seniors. Elena Schaefer, Haley Miller, Aubrey Bauer, Sarah Camp, Jessica Victor, Callie Rowland, Serena Chapman, and Maddie Vinch, a large senior class for Albert Gallatin in 2018 as well. So best of luck to the AG seniors in their future endeavors. Skylar Farron sends it back down on the far side there for Laurel Highlands. Knocked down by Rachel Dotson of Albert Gallatin. We're down under 13 minutes left in regulation time. Laurel Highlands leading Albert Gallatin by a score of 4-0 as Taylor Maggott re-enters the match on the Mustangs side. Mentioned upcoming for Laurel Highlands. They'll have a home game against Waynesburg and they wrap up the season at Bell Vernon. Actually, they've actually added a match as well next Tuesday at Southmoreland. That was not on the original schedule, I believe, but the Mustangs still with 3 matches remaining, 2 non-conference matches against Waynesburg and Southmoreland, a Waynesburg match at home, and a match at Bell Vernon. So the Mustangs will be busy again. The WPIAL playoffs tentatively scheduled to get underway on October the 20th. Also, first-round games will be played on Monday, October the 22nd, and we'll see the Uniontown or the Laurel Highlands girls, in the WPIAL playoffs. And we'll have all of the Laurel Highlands WPIAL soccer playoff games on both the boys and the girls sides for you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. And hopefully we'll get a home match on each side as well. Boys an opportunity to capture a section title with a win at Ringgold on Thursday. Girls looking for second place in the conference, which will also lock up a home playoff game as well. Albert Gallatin, they have 2 games remaining. They'll host Uniontown. That game will be played on Monday night, and they'll wrap up the season next Wednesday, playing at McKeesport. And here's Alyssa Rimby, a nice run. Rimby on a 2-on-1 coming back. Rimby trying to stay with it. She had Elena Jerome to her left, decided to take it herself, and AG able to break it up and send it back to center. But AG did pick up a win last year against McKeesport. And they have an opportunity against both Uniontown and McKeesport, I think, to be competitive. They lost to the Red Raiders only 2-0 earlier on this season. McKeesport has struggled this year, so we'll see
Laurel Highlands, number 9, Savannah Raymond.
what the Colonials can muster down the stretch as well. Albert Gallatin won 5-3 at home against McKeesport a season ago. And that was their only win. Here's Audrey Anoski. Sent out of play. AG going quickly on the fire back in. Down off of Rachel Dotson and out. Lexi Harrigus will wait for a couple of changes here on both sides to fire it back in. These two teams busy with substitutions with 10:17 left in regulation time. This will be the 21st straight win for Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin in this series. We mentioned earlier the last AG win over the Mustangs back in 2007. Laurel Highlands won 7-0 earlier on this year. It's so nice to see both the Laurel Highlands soccer programs having so much success here in 2018. Again, at the time of this taping, the Laurel Highlands boys 10-3-1 overall, 8-1-1 in conference play. Ringgold 9-2 on the boys' side. Bell Vernon 6-3-1. Greensburg-Salem at 6-5. Albert Gallatin nipping on their heels at 5-5. So quite a battle on for the final playoff spot in the conference between Greensburg-Salem and Trinity. And when the Mustangs travel to Greensburg-Salem next week to wrap up conference play, remember that's a makeup game. Could be a very hungry Greensburg-Salem team because they could very likely need a win over the Mustangs to qualify for the WPIAL playoffs.
Number 10,
and depending on how the Laurel Highlands Ringgold game goes on Thursday, that's a winner-take-all for the section game. But if the Mustangs would stumble on Thursday night, they might need a win over Greensburg-Salem to pick up a home playoff game in second place in the conference. But if the Mustangs win on Thursday on the boys' side, they're section champs. If they lose, the best they can do is second place in the conference, and they'll likely need a win over Greensburg-Salem to accomplish that on Tuesday. The Mustangs historically on the boys' side have struggled down at Ringgold. They lost big down there last year. That was a match we brought you here on the South Union Township Sports Network. But that was a Laurel Highlands team, though, that had plenty of injuries. I think a different team here in 2018, and they've looked sharp this week, including an impressive win on the network earlier on this week over Bell Vernon. Follow that up with a win over Albert Gallatin yesterday and a dominating win in that. 8:12 left here in the second half on the girls' side, 4-0. Laurel Highlands over Albert Gallatin. Mustangs have been in control, and the offensive opportunities for Albert Gallatin certainly have been limited throughout the course of the evening. Maggie Marinelli now checking into the match on the Laurel Highlands side. Also in number 9, Savannah Raymond. Laurel Highlands, plenty of depth. Up and down the line. I think close to 30 girls out for soccer this year. Nice to have a nice bench to look towards when you need it, if those injuries do crop up at times. Lexi Harrigus to fire it back in. And through Valak on the far side, and lob back up there from Aubrey Bowers. Into open space to Savannah Raymond. And now Valak on the far side, a run there from Taylor Maggart. Ball out of play. Albert Gallatin throwing coming back. 7:03 to play. Laurel Highlands girls should certainly be tested here in their final couple of regular season matches.
Morgan Ferris.
Waynesburg, year in and year out, has had a solid girls soccer program. Bell Vernon, of course, the conference champs. And also a game on the road at Southmoreland. You never know what you're going to get there going on the road. 6:28 to play. Farron's down the far side, looking there for Maggart, cleared back out by the Colonials. Again, with a win, Laurel Highlands will improve to 9-5 overall. As you get a look there at Rick Hansen, Albert Gallatin head coach. Things getting a little breezy for the most part, though the rain's held off tonight. It's made it nice for all the folks here in attendance as we go under 6 minutes left in regulation time. Had a couple of showers earlier for senior night. You can tell things will be cooling off over the next couple of days. That cool breeze starting to blow, and you'll need the sweaters and the jackets coming up this weekend, especially if you plan to attend the Laurel Highlands girls game on Saturday against Waynesburg or some of the high school football action. Where the Laurel Highlands football program have a tough game coming up on Friday night against Thomas Jefferson. TJ, the number one team in the state in 4A this year. Mustangs coming off a win at Ringgold last week. Certainly a tough bounce-back game against TJ, who's 6-0 on the season. They've really dominated everyone they've played. We mentioned Laurel Highlands moving to 9-5 with a win tonight, 8-3 in conference play. And they're also getting closer to accomplishing something they have not done since 2004. That was to finish this season over 500. The last time the Mustangs over 500 back in 2004, they won 7-5-2. Laurel Highlands back in 2016 qualifying for the playoffs for the first time since 2001, even though the Mustangs went 7-5-2 in 04. They missed out on the postseason. They went from 2001 all the way down to 2016 without qualifying for the playoffs. Just as we were talking about the rain holding off tonight, here we go, a couple of showers for the last 4.5 minutes. And Jerry actually told me in my ear about a minute ago, we're going to have rain here in the next minute. And there you go, almost on cue. So the last 4 minutes will be a little wet here at Mustang Field. But as we said, this will be 3 straight years now for the Laurel Highlands girls in the postseason after going 15 years without qualifying for the playoffs. The girls lost playoff games to Gateway and Mount Lebanon in 2000 and 2001. Then played Gateway again in the preliminary round of the 3A playoffs back in 2016. Lost here at Laurel Highlands 2-0, and then fell on the road at Mars 8-0 last year. And boy, was that a talented Mars team we saw. Mars had another great year back in 2017 in all athletics. Saw their girls basketball team win a state championship. Year in and year out, they have solid athletic programs up there at Mars. Ball going out of play there. Be a goal kick here for Albert Gallatin. Now with showers falling, 3:07 left in regulation time. Laurel Highlands continuing to lead 4-0 over Albert Gallatin. An Albert Gallatin soccer program that started back in 1998. Mentioned last night, the Laurel Highlands boys started a soccer program in 87. Barry, when was the first year for the girls? Do you have that off the top of your head? Barry said a few years after 87. Fred Lemansky? Fred Lemansky, the Fran Lemansky, the original coach. Jerry tells me his nickname's Sonny, and he's the grandfather of Joey Lemansky, who's now a freshman on the Laurel Highlands boys team. Now the rain coming down a little bit harder right now.
Kim Freiter.
As Morgan Ferris will fire it in. It's the mid-80s before my time here in the area. Ball coming loose here in the box. And scooped up. That's actually the third keeper I think we've seen on the Laurel Highlands side, Bella Wilson came in earlier. They made another keeper change after that. And we did not catch who the third keeper of the night is for the Mustangs. Wearing 45, but don't have a 45 on our roster, so we apologize for the lack of ID on that. There's Mia Marinelli coming down the far side. Mia, sophomore out there for Laurel Highlands. Boys, the rain coming down now. I think I'm happy tonight. I'm getting a ride home from Jerry, and he's parked right behind the press box. Don't have to walk out in that rain. 75 seconds to play.
Into the game for Laurel Highlands, number 15, Zoe McCullen.
The Mustangs have emptied out their bench tonight. Everyone that's dressed has played. So McClellan coming in here late. Another sophomore for the Mustangs. Umbrellas up. Well, he's coming down pretty good now. And Schaefer firing in another throw-in for Albert Gallatin. Final 35 seconds. These kids will be happy to get out of here. Already had their post-game shower here in the final 4 minutes. A run coming back from Mia Swanson. Sent back by Madison Mansberry. 15 seconds to play. Into open space, Maddie
10,
Marinelli.
9, 8.
Marinelli getting
7,
bumped down. That'll be a late foul.
5, 4,
the clock will wind
3,
down, and Laurel Highlands
2,
will defeat Albert
1.
Gallatin 4-0. We're back to tell you all about it right after this here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
And that is our ball game. The final score, the Laurel Highlands Mustangs 4, the Albert Gallatin Colonials nothing. Congratulations again to our seniors at Laurel Highlands and at Albert Gallatin.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
In any endeavor, experience is probably the most important factor, but it's got to be the right kind of experience. Experience in the community where the case is tried, where the jurors live, where the judges work. We've been doing this since 1976 at Davis and Davis. That's a long time.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Back here at Mustang Field, Laurel Highlands a 4-0 win here on senior night over Albert Gallatin. Mustang goal scorers tonight. Maggie Cunningham with a pair of goals. Abby Beatty added a goal. Sid Chido a goal for the Mustangs. Abby Beatty also set up Maggie Cunningham's first goal off of a corner kick. Kristen Marvel picked up an assist on Sydney Chido's last goal of the night. So the Mustangs cruise, winning 4-0. Laurel Highlands now 9-5 overall. And 8-3 in conference play, eyeing a second-place position out of Section 2, 3A in a home playoff game. And we'll see the Laurel Highlands girls in the WPIAL playoffs here for 2018 here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband, Armstrong Cable, and our friends at CUTV, including Gary Smith. I'm Brian Morozak with Jerry Dupay. Again, your final score, Laurel Highlands 4 and Albert Gallatin 0. This has been a South Union Township Sports Network presentation.